And speaking of the holidays, they are in full swing. We're here with Power Women's Claire Brown joining us once again. Claire, welcome back.
Good to be here, always. Love my Mondays.
I can't believe it's already holiday season. I feel like we're just talking about Halloween and now all of a sudden it's like, here it is.
Here it is, I know.
So when we're talking about holidays, what does that look like for people?
Well, it's always very different for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, and so that's always a fascinating conversation in and of itself. But the Hallmark movies tend to give us the expectation of perfection, which leads us to a lot of disappointment during the holiday season for most of us. But many find themselves lonely and filled with emotions during the holidays. So the best way to reframe is to find joy during the holidays. And to do that, we must focus on giving and gratitude with others, not ourselves. It's easy to bathe in that victimhood and self-pity, but it's not necessarily a really good look. We're able to discover gratitude when we help others and give back. But really, what's amazing is when we teach this to our children and create generational change. And since November is the month of gratitude and Thanksgiving, what are some ways that we give back to be grateful? And so that's really the focus.
Yeah, and that is a good thing to focus on about, kind of, like you said, not focusing on yourself, but kind of giving back in that way.
Right.
So how can we give back during this month?
And I think we get overwhelmed with how to do that.
Yes.
We always think about, and I was looking and researching this of who's the largest giver of Warren Buffett and things like that. So we think you have to be wealthy in order to give, and that's not the case. The gift of life is sometimes the greatest gift we can give. So donating blood with the Red Cross or signing up to be a match with the match for your bone marrow right now is all free. Volunteering as a shift with the Salvation Army bell ringer to serve and cook meals at our house. They're all free. Then they're meaningful ways to give back this season. Other ways we don't think about are to send a child at Children's Hospital over the holidays, send them a gift through the Children's Hospital gift shop, and buying gift cards for a friend who's recently been laid off of work. Spend more time with that friend who's lost someone in the last year during the holidays. And how can we, like I said, incorporate our children through really all of these things is just another level.
Yeah, I know you mentioned kind of passing it on to the next generation, especially when we're talking about giving and gratitude. How can you rope your kids into this?
Right. This is my favorite part. It really is. And I love doing this so much. And so everything is an opportunity if you choose to respond to it that way. And change with others and teaching our children is so much more than that. The nonprofit Our House has the option to adopt a family and shop for them. You can incorporate your children in doing that, which many families enjoy doing together. Sitting down with the children and really giving them a budget. And I love this. So if you give them a budget and you say, here's our money, and then here's the list of nonprofits and things that we can do with it, and have them really research and what's important to you and how do you want to allocate our money, and really help them buy into it, and teaching them where you can give and what that's going to do for the community and those people. And then every year repeat that, and then maybe they find that they want to do it throughout the year. So really instills servanthood and lessens that victimhood, and it shifts the change of that heart throughout the year.
And I love that with giving your kids a budget too. It's not only teaching them about these organizations, but it's also teaching them about fiscal responsibility.
Absolutely.
And saying that there is room for you to find a way to give back, even with the budget.
Right. It shows the selfless instead of the selfish in so many different ways, especially with money.
Some great advice, like always, Claire. Thank you very much.
It's my joy.